Sup peeps, my name's Ian. I sell books on eBay, and if you watched the last couple of videos, you know I've been trying something a little bit different to move a lot of the single books that I've got going, and the last 2-3 days since I've been doing that, it seems to be working. Unfortunately, it seems to be at the expense of other sales. So instead of having, you know, my usual average day from selling my bundles, my variation listings, etc., and then all of this on top of it, it's just been all of this with just a couple of bundles going out. But still, I'm going to assume that without this, there would have been a couple of really quiet days over the holiday weekend, and that these are all bonuses as such. So it's pushed the sales up rather than taken away from elsewhere, although I do wonder. Anyway, a lot of these all went for the same price, so that keeps it kind of simple and telling you what's going out. But let's show you what has gone so far. I'm going to do this in a couple of different lots today because I just don't have the space to pick everything down and get it all packed up at once. So I've pulled about half the orders. I'll get this lot all packed up and dealt with, and then I'll go and pull the other half and come and tell you about them. I would like to have done it all in one go just to see exactly how long it takes to pack all these individual books, but not an option. So we'll just see how it works out. Anyway, first up we have a paperback, a hardcover copy of Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. So I think this has just popped up on Netflix, so there might be a wee bit of interest at moving at the moment. That went for £6. Put it in the pile. Next we have here is a not single book, Michael Palin collection of DVDs. I had these for a few weeks. £15.15 they went for, so that's an offer I think I sent out at the end of last week, and they have sold there, so that's quite a nice wee non-book sale to get moving. Next we've got one that I picked up just the other day. There it is there. It is Warhammer 40k Night Lords. This is the one with the wee tear in the back, so I'm really hoping that the buyer read the description and knows that. £10.99 for that one. And then we've got a Robin Hobb, which is Royal Assassin. I was keeping these to make into a set, but I kept getting different editions of the different ones, so I've just listed them all separately. That went for £4.25. That's one of the free post new ways of doing things. Next we've got Peter F. Hamilton, The Reality Dysfunction. I've had a load of Peter F. Hamiltons for quite a while. None of them have sold. Changed it over. I put the price up but got rid of the postage. £4.25. They're beginning to sell, which is good. So let's say a lot of these are books that have never sold before and are going now, so I'm not complaining in the slightest about them going. And another one, Mick Herron, Dead Lions. Now I did just list this the other day, but that went for £5.99. Free the postage. And then we have, not that one because that's part of a bundle, Holly Black, The Cruel Prince. So another one that went for a spectacular £4.25. So the £4.25 books, I'm making, you know, I think 50 to 75 pence in these, depending on exactly how it's sold. So it's not a huge, you know, profit on each book, but if I'm paying 20 to 25 pence for them and I'm making 50p profit, I'm trebling my money. So from that point of view, I'm quite happy. It's just distressing when you see such a high volume sales value and then you don't actually make very much off the back of it, but that's what this is about. It's about volume. Next, for £4.25, we've got Go to Sleep, so a kind of adult kids book. The seeds slumber beneath the earth now, and the crops that the farmers will reap. No more questions, the interview's over. I've got 2 words for you, kid. Effing sleep. That's the nature of that book, and it's only a wee thing, so that'll go out on a cheaper postage, so I'll make a wee bit more when I can send them in smaller parcels. Next we have another Holly Black, The Wicked King this time, and again, nothing spectacular, £4.25 for that little book there. Then another one that went on its own, Coraline and Other Stories, for £4.25. So it definitely seems to have worked, but it only works because I'm VAT registered and I'll get my VAT rebate on all the postage I've paid for these books, because you don't pay VAT when you're selling books. So this ain't going to work for everyone, but if you're selling books in any quantity, it might be worth considering, just to get the most out of what you can earn. If you are selling something for, you know, £5-6 and £3 or £4 of that is going out in any kind of fees to eBay or the post, then it's worth being VAT registered, because you're going to make an extra 20%. But next, we've got 4 Rosie Goodwin books, pre-made bundle, £10.99. Alright, next, a few of these have sold today. So let's just find the first one. And it's Heather Morris. So The Tattooist of Auschwitz has just appeared on the telly box. Seems very popular. So I've got quite a few of her books, and most of them have sold today. The first one is Three Sisters, which I think is the 3rd book that she wrote that's kind of in that series. £4.25, nothing spectacular again, but a sale is a sale. Then we have cookbook. Picked up a few cookbooks that looked interesting the other day. Dirty Vegan, not any great value, £4.29 that sold for. So again, you know, making 50p, 70p on these sales once I've got them all shipped and dealt with. Then we have, scroll down till I find them, Silka's Journey, another hardcover. Heather Morris, this is the 2nd book, I believe, that came after The Tattooist of Auschwitz. And guess how much it sold for? £4.25. Followed by The Tattooist of Auschwitz follow-up book, Silka's Journey, in hardcover, and this sold for £4.25. So a couple of them out almost at the same time, to different parties obviously. And then we have, for £10, in the charcuterie, a book about meat. Let's see, £10 that one went for. So a nicer individual book sale. And then we've got The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse by Charles Mackesy. I've sold this a few times. Every time I get it, it sells pretty quickly. £5.65 for that one, so I'll make £1 or so. A bit more than a £4.25 sale. Then we have, should be here somewhere, L.J. Ross, The Rock, £4.25. Followed by Leah Bardugo, The Crooked Kingdom, £4.25. And after that, we've got another Robin Hobb, Assassin's Quests. This is book 3. I think the other one was book 2, so that's book 3. But I say different editions, so they don't look good when you bundle them together. And it went for £4.25. Are you spotting the pattern here? Next, the last one of these, another copy of Silka's Journey, hardcover, £4.25. I only had 3 of those. I think if I'd had 10, I would have sold 10. That is what it is. Next up, Rome, An Empire Story by, what's his name again? Greg Wolfe. Had that for ages. Changed the pricing around on it. Instead of like £2.50 or something plus £3.99 postage, it's gone for £4.25 free postage. So another 50-70 pence profit on that one. And the same goes for this, Flawless by Elsie Silver. Got a couple in that series. I did have them sitting for a couple of weeks waiting to see if I found any more, but it's not something I recall having seen much in the past, so I've just listed them up separately, and one of them sold, let's say, £4.25, which takes me to an Agatha Christie. Murder is Easy. I don't think that's true, but Murder is Easy, Agatha Christie, £4.25. So that price point seems to have worked really quite well. No, I thought I had that one picked, but I don't. So next, again, we have Davina McCall, Menopausing. Just picked this up the other day. I think I mentioned it when I picked it up, but £11.99 for that one. So one of those books that's worth looking out for. If you can pick it up for £1 or £2, you're going to make some money on it. And the last one for now is The Hitmen by Stephen Breen and Owen Conlon. The shocking true story of a family of killers for hire. Ooh, scary. £4.25. So that is everything I'm going to pack up just now. So a lot of that is going every, which is a pain in the postage labels, but it's much cheaper to send that way. It's the only way I can do it for the price that I am doing it for. So let's just see how it goes, getting rid of them all. Yeah, and I'll be back in a wee bit. Round 2, ding ding. Right, a few more to scramble through at the moment. Let's see what we can show you for now. Right, a build your own bundle. A build your own bundle is sold. That's always nice when that happens, because it makes me more money than selling individual books. But I'm not complaining. It's great. We're getting sales. £12.99. 5 Liz Pichon books. Tom Gates does everything. Don't you just love him? Then we've got another copy of L.J. Ross's The Rock, £4.25. That's one of those books, one of those sales I should say. And then one that's a little bit nicer, £9 for Space Marines Codex. I think that's, big load of Warhammers that I picked up. I think that might be the very last one. So that's quite nice to see the end of them. Now I just need to find some more, which would be great. Next, I've got a bundle of 3 books going to the same person, but they've bought them like days apart. We've got the Little Book of Hygge, Poltergeist over Scotland, and hardcover of the Essex Serpent. So these were all £4.25 books that have gone out. I don't know whether or not the discount has kicked in, so it's either £8.50 or £12.75 for the 3 of those. So that's better. Bundles are better, much preferred, and it means I can use Royal Mail instead of having to faff about with every. Next, we have another wee bundle somebody's picked together themselves. 3 James Pattersons, 2 small hardcovers, 2 small paperbacks, and a big paperback, and the 3 of them £7.99. A bargain for somebody somewhere. And then we've got The Ghost in the Garden, nice wee hardcover, Jude Peace. So it's In Search of Darwin's Lost Garden, and that's sold for £4.25. You guessed right. Right, we've got 2 copies of this going out. Here is the first one, Dissolution by C.J. Sansom. £6.99 that went for, strangely. And then we've got Anthony Berkeley, Top Story Murder, wee kind of vintage hardcover crime book. Listed that quite recently, £4.25. The Bookseller of Inverness. Again, a lot of these are books that I've had for quite some time. Nothing's happened with them, but changing the price, changing the postage seems to have paid off. Bookseller of Inverness, £4.25. And next, right, got a big bundle this time. So this is a mix of Alex Gray and Lisa Jewell. Well, when I say a mix of Alex Gray and Lisa Jewell, 9 Alex Gray, 1 Lisa Jewell. So there's some of them. There's some more. And there's that one. So that's it. A nice little bundle to go out. $22.99 for that lot. So that's beginning to make a wee bit of profit when selling books. Next, another one on its own. It's Behind You. Catherine Foxfield, from the author of Good Girls Die First. I picked up a lot of YA kind of thriller, horror, fantasy stuff lately just to see what happens with it, and some of it's selling okay. £4.25 for that one, which takes us towards the end. Second Dissolution by C.J. Sansom, again $6.99. It's all a bit odd. And then finally, for now, I've got more orders to pull, but I'm just trying to do it in a manageable way. We've got 4 little Beast Quest books going. Haven't sold these for a wee while. £11.94 for the 4 of them. So, as I say, it's been some good sales so far. I do have a couple more bundles to pick. I've got a big stack of James Patterson hardcovers that I need to drag out. And yeah, it's all going swimmingly. This could be the last lot for the day. I kind of hope so. It's been a bit ragtag running about. Because what I'm trying to do, right, is I had hundreds and hundreds of just single books sat trying to decide how to go about listing them. Because I made that decision, I've been getting them all listed yesterday and the day before, which means I've now got to find space to store away all of these books so that they're accessible and can be retrieved when they get bought. And that's just meant stuff everywhere because I'm having to rearrange bits and pieces and, you know, get it all organised so I can do that. So doing that amongst trying to pick orders and the rest of it, it's been a long day trying to get that organised, but nearly at the end of it. And I say a couple more sales to share with you, which are coming from setting things up with that deal. So first thing we've got is a little bundle of 5. So this is a bundle somebody's made themselves. We've got a couple of Agatha Christie, Ace of Spades by Farida Abike Iyamide. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. The Girl with a Louding Voice, Abby Dare, and The Mystery of Edwin Drood, a vintage classic. Dickens. That's how long the day's been. The 5 of them, £13. So that's how I want to be selling the single books. Really, I want to sell them in more than ones so that it works out. 13 quid for that lot, 3-4 quid to post it. You know, it starts making more sense. Next, a bundle of 3 Julia Donaldsons. We've got Charlie Cook, Smeds and the Smoos, and a little hardboard book thing, monkey puzzle book thing. You know what I mean? Monkey puzzle. Board book is what it is. Alright, next we've got J.B. Priestley, An Inspector Calls, and Other Plays. So a wee Penguins classic there. That sold for £4.25. What a surprise, eh? Then we've got another £4.25er, Sharon Bolton. Had some Sharon Bolton's books sitting for ages, and that's one finally sold. £4.25 for Shazabee. And a little bundle, 4 Scott Mariani paperbacks, hugely popular. These sell them as fast as I can get them. £12.99 for the 4 of them. And so there it is there. Another 5 bundle that somebody's made up. So a lot of classics. £21.73 has been paid for this, but that's including eBay's international postage bit. So I'm not entirely sure exactly what the right price is. I know that was a tenner on its own. The rest are all probably 4.25ers to be honest. But we've got Somerset Maugham, Razor's Edge, Alan Warner, Morven Collar, John Fowles, Daniel Martin, Bob Mortimer, The Satsuma Complex, and Humble Pie, which is by Matt Parker, What Goes Wrong When Math Goes Wrong in the Real World. I've got a couple of different editions of this. That one seems to be worth more money, and it's proven so because it's sold. Maybe the other ones have already sold and that's where that one's gone. But yeah, 5 of them, 20 quid. Although I need to look and see exactly what my earnings were from that, because 20 quid will include money that eBay has taken. Next one, second but last, is the new Robert Galbraith, J.K. Rowling, The Running Grave. What's his name? Cormorant Strike, something or other. I tried one of these, didn't really like it, didn't get into it, didn't like the TV programme. But hugely popular, happy to support them. A wee first edition, £9.99 for that on its own. Now the other order that I had going out was my pre-made James Patterson hardcover lots. So I had 3 lots of 5, so it was 15 hardcovers in total. Went for about 30 quid, £34, something like that. But they were all wrapped up, so I just stuck them in a big box, and they will get DPD'd and away. And that is a weekend's worth of orders when you change your business model to try and sell more single books. I say disappointing that there weren't more bundles going out with it, but I am going to work on that assumption. As I said earlier in the video, that that's because it would have been a really crap weekend otherwise. So it's just worked out quite nicely that I had all of these singles ready to go to pick up where the sales had dipped across everything else. Anyway, that's all for now. I'm knackered. I'm away. See you later.